What is amoeba management? According to the Kuzo Inamori, in a company, if you want to implement an amoeba system, you have to go through 5 steps, achieve 5 goals. The first one is to build a market-oriented organization. Our traditional company's organization is worked around the leaders according to their orders. Now, the market-oriented company is working around the customer needs, not the leaders. This is very important. This is the first step to build the company or put their eyes on the customer needs. The second is make the delegation or empowerment to the unit, to the small working groups, maybe a department, maybe a branch company, maybe a business unit. Let them to make their own decision on what customers we should focus, what price we should sell, what products we should design or produce. That delegation makes them have a kind of a self-driven. They will have to care about the profit. The third one is make the unit a calculation. Not the finance department calculate the profitability for them. It's their own, the leaders or the leadership level to make their own calculation. What's your income this month? How much cost you on the raw material or labor? And how much you spend on the cost? And then left how much profit and the profitabilities as well. Also, you can calculate human efficiencies. It means each person earned how much money. That's the unit accounting. When you do your own unit accounting, you will focus all the process, the details. You will understand where you should get more orders and where you should cut the waste. And build your own ability to do the operation management. The fourth one is building a company in a systematically to grow their talents, to grow people. Let the management level, the management ability go through to next step. So that's the main point. The Inamori think the company, if it grow, the people's ability have to grow. The whole company's organizational ability have to grow. And then the company will develop in the long term. This point, I think, is quite different from the China. In Chinese companies, most of the leaders or bosses, they usually don't care or do not spend too much time or money on the people's growing. They think they may be training people for other people, even for competitors. But this very short-term eyes. I think this is in the implementing in Chinese companies. We should lead the leaders, the bosses, to know the successful amoeba management is built on people's growth. The last one, but not at the least, is the all staff involvement. That means in the company built an atmosphere, let all the people care or profitability or growth instead of the office politics. In this case, the whole company will focus on one area, focus on the right way, focus on the customer demands, and do our best to achieve that. I think that's the 5 point Inamori thinks in the amoeba implementation in a company in Japan. But in China, I have to say, we have to catch up. A lot of areas we need improvement. For example, most of the companies, especially the big companies, they still following the bureaucratic or even the line staff system instead of the people working around the customers. We have to build on this, on the learning. The second is the empowerment or the delegation. I think most of the leaders or the private company bosses, they are reluctant to delegate, to let other people make a decision, even they know better than the boss. The third one is unit accounting. A lot of companies in China, they think if you do the small unit calculation, must be the finance department do that for you. That's wrong. It is the small group, the leaders, small unit chiefs to do the calculation for their own. And then they will have a feeling where we lost, where we should get more. The fourth one is the talent growth, the people's development. That's for long-term development. That's very important. And the last one, that's the related to the culture, the company culture, is make the culture very positive to lead all the staff to care about the company. I think that's easy to say, not easy to do. We have to have a mechanism to make people do that, to let the people love this company, let the people care about the company. I think that's the Amoeba management, what I think is the main line of the Amoeba management.